It's a JT the Ag Guy, and today we're going to the salvage yard. Bought a couple of small squares a while back, and we used this wagon to bring them here, but it's not our wagon. It's the gentleman we bought the hay from's wagon. The roads haven't been the best the last couple of weeks, but they're finally good enough to take this on the gravel roads. So yeah, we're gonna take this to him today. We got that dropped off. Now we're gonna go to the salvage yard. If you guys have seen my new hat, but my mom, dad, and brother made these. They're pretty cool. They have my custom harvesting business on the front and the YouTube channel right here on the side, and my phone number right on the back. So yeah, they're pretty cool. I got a white combine back there too. We might want to go check that out.
Look at the head.
Got some big heads right here, 30 footers. Got some Massey Fergusons over here. So yeah, here's a white 8800. We're looking around it to just see if there's any parts we can get off of it. Mater, our Derby combine, is 8600. So they're the same series, they're just slightly different sizes. So we're seeing if there's anything we can get off of this one. In my video here last year, this combine was here. So yeah, this is basically smaller than the 4400 combine. So yeah, pretty cool. The chopper slowdown kit, you use it primarily for cord. We're gonna see if we can get this off the combine because they're kind of hard to find. So yeah,
I got it.
Oh, you did? Okay, thank you.
What are you doing, JT the Ag Guy?
Thanks, Mom.
I said, what are you doing?
Oh, we're taking off the sleeve off this combine. So
I'm gonna check this one's toolbox.
Okay, honey.
Okay.
Here, what we removed is something called the sleeve. What's left back here is these little holes on the auger. And the idea, there we go. The idea of having these here was to push out all that little extra crap and stuff that got into the corn when you were running your auger. I don't know how well they worked. I assume probably pretty well. But some farmers, you don't want them out there. You just want to have your sleeve, and that's okay. But these do work, I've heard. So yeah. I'll do a little review of what we got when we get back home, but now we're gonna go eat. So yeah.
Welcome.
Model 55 John Deere combine. This was actually the combine that originally started John Deere doing self-propelled combines, and actually this turned into that. So that's pretty cool. Okay, so now time for the moment you all been waiting for. We're gonna get in this big behemoth, the X9. Now, I've been in an X9 before on my channel, but honestly, I'm at the pavilion and I want to see another X9. So I know I've already done this before, but you guys are gonna get another excellent review. Get it? X like X9, excellent. Yeah, never mind. This massive grain tank. Look at it. Look at that sucker. Me and my dad, we did the math, and this grain tank behind me can hold about 300 bushels, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less, but about that. So my current grain tank that I have in the 100 series is about 100 bushels, I think, if I remember correctly. So 3 of my grain tanks off the 100 series combines can fit in this grain tank. So that should just show you guys how much farming and agricultural equipment has changed over the years. Is that this combine is basically triple the capacity of my combine, which is pretty cool. So this combine has a 16-row head, if I counted correctly. And basically, my combines, wide or narrow row, can do about 4 rows. The 6600 can do up to 6 rows. we're going to go off the 4400 today. So the 4400, depending on if you're doing narrow or wide row, they both do 4 rows, okay? With that, keeping that in mind, with this being a 16-foot head, that is 4 44 combines harvesting that this combine can do at once, which is just incredible. It's really cool. It's cool how much equipment and stuff's changed. And look at the size of this cab. Can we get the size of this cab? It is huge. I could spread out that far. It is just massive. I could probably fit 2 of my cab inside this cab. Okay, well, maybe like more like a 1.5, but you get my point. It's 75 years ago, metal combines used to look a lot like that. Not a very big head, not a heck of a lot of horsepower. I think it's about 45 horsepower that combine has. I forgot how much this one is, but it's a big number. I can show you. They actually have schematics down there, so that's the next thing I'll show you guys. But it's just incredible. It's cool how big this combine is. Talking about the crazy efficiency of this, my mom pointed this out. So to fill up a whole entire trailer, so a semi-trailer, it takes about 5 gallons of fuel to fill up one full semi-trailer with this behemoth. In case you're wondering how many trailer fulls that is with one tank of gas, that number equivalates to about 80 trucks. 80 trucks filled up from this behemoth with just one tank of fuel, which is just crazy. It's pretty cool. I mean, keep in mind, this is a huge combine. You can't even see the full thing, and I'm a good couple feet away from it here. I'm not even. You can kind of see a little bit more, a little bit more. Okay, now you can see the full thing. Look at that behemoth right there. 80 trucks will fill up with just one tank of gas. That's crazy. So this is the Dane, and there's a debate about what was John Deere's first tractor with some people. Now, some people this tractor, some people believe it's the Waterloo Boy, some people feel that it's the and the Frolic tractor. Here, this is what all these different tractors look like right next to each other. It depends what time we're talking about John Deere, because the D was like one of John Deere's first tractors. The Waterloo Boy was in production before John Deere bought the Waterloo Boy gas engine factory. And you could argue that the Frolic, which is this tractor that wasn't not built by John Deere, was technically the first John Deere tractor, because that tractor eventually led to the Waterloo Boy gas engine company, and then Waterloo's gas engine company eventually became John Deere tractors. So it really depends what you label as the first John Deere tractor, because there's multiple things that you could say. But this is one of the very first. And this was a prototype. This was never, I don't think, put in production. But yeah, this is kind of cool. I heard of these, but I never saw one before. So this is a spreader on the back of the combine. Essentially what it does, it just flaps around and it knocks all the debris coming from the threshers and just spreads it all onto the ground. Now, majority of the time, these are rubber, but this one is actually metal, which I've never seen before. I've heard of people saying that they can make them out of metal. I didn't know it was really a thing. So yeah, that's something I learned today. That's cool. I want you guys to look at this. The Model 55, as I was talking about earlier. Oh my gosh, whoever restored this did a great job. It looks beautiful. You're not allowed to get up on it, which is fine, because I really feel that you need to keep the historical importance of this combine safe and keep it in its current condition. It's just they did a great job with it. You might be wondering what that weird thing up there is. So this auger actually pivots back and it lands on top of that. So essentially, that's the way you would have the auger if you're riding down the road or you have it in storage. Auger would be like this when it's harvesting or when you're dumping into a wagon. Yeah, this is cool. This is really cool. Whoever worked on this did a phenomenal job. You guys this earlier, but here are the schematics I was going to show you. So here it has the what they're talking about. So this is the X9 or the 2022 combine schematics right here, and this is the 1947 schematics. So this is the Model 55, this is the X9. So this is this combine, and this one is that combine. So, engine displacement, 813.6 liters, 830 cubic inches, 3.5 liters, 217 cubic inches. Horsepower, 603.45. Largest head you can put on these combines, 50 foot, 12 foot. Total cleaning area, 75.2 square feet, 20.9 square feet. Bushel or tank capacity, 460 bushels and 45 bushels. Like I said, I'm a little off on this number. I said it was 300 earlier, but it's actually 460. So that's even more Yeah. Fuel capacity 330 gallons, 40 gallons. Transportation speed 25 miles an hour, 25 miles an hour. Acres per day 33. Acres per day, or acres per hour 33. Acres per day 330. So it's remarkable. It's actually essentially what that combine could do, Model 55 could do in a day. This combine behind me can do in an hour. So that just shows you how much times have changed.